Hi everybody! Today is day 3, and we will end our study of the mindfulness module with 3, how perfect, skills that can help us with distress tolerance. And the 3 skills are, don't judge, one-minded, and do what works. These skills are pretty self-explanatory when looking at the name, but we will look at each in depth to learn examples, how to identify it, and what to do. Number 1, don't judge. Like the name, you already know not to have a judgmental stance and no good or bad. Don't judge others or yourself. Similar to observe, just watch it play it out without any emotional feelings. Good to use in times of jealousy or when suffering with FOMO. FOMO stands for fear of missing out. Watch day number 9 for a more detailed explanation of FOMO. Example. You just took a spelling test, and your teacher wants you to grade each other's work. The boy next to you passes his paper to you, and you correct it, shocked at how many words he got wrong. You motion over to your buddy and show him the score. Your buddy begins laughing. When you hand the boy back his paper, his face falls, causing you to feel a little sorry for what you did. When you receive your test back, you got the same score. You flush and get upset with yourself for not studying, and that you made fun of the boy next to you. You go home that night and realize you were judging yourself and the boy. The next day at school, you apologize to the boy, and he forgives you and asks if you want to start studying for spelling together. You accept, and you and the boy never get a bad grade on a spelling test again. Not judging can be an awesome skill because it leads you to new opportunities. But if you did judge, don't worry. If you acknowledge your mistake, it is a lower probability that you will be as judgmental next time. However, of all the skills I know, this one was really hard for me, and it takes a lot of time to fully incorporate don't judge in your day. Try it little by little, by not comparing your outfits with friends or laughing or commenting at someone's outfit or hair choice. Number 2, one-minded. Be right here, right now, no distractions. Helpful in a classroom situation or when doing homework. Let go of distractions and be in the moment. Example. You are sitting in the math room while your teacher is prepping your class for a math test the next day. You can't help but think about all the things you have to do tonight. Soccer practice, math homework, not to mention it's your dad's birthday. You pretend to be following along, but really you are elsewhere. When the test finally comes around, you are not prepared even though you spent the whole night worrying about it. If you had been able to push your worries to the side, which believe me is hard to do, you would have been living moment by moment and maybe been more prepared for the test. Treat each second like you will never see it again, because you won't. Try to live hour by hour. If it's too hard, minute by minute. And if that is a challenge, second by second. Number 3, do what works. Be effective. Focus on what works to achieve your goal. Don't let emotions control your behavior. Cut the cord between feeling and doing. Play by the rules, which may vary at home, school, or work. Act as skillfully as you can to achieve your goals. Let go of negative feelings that can hurt and make things worse. Let go of shoulds, alwayses, and nevers. Example. You take a test at school, and the next day you receive your grade. You get a 65. You go home and are very upset. Your first thought is, oh, the teacher should have taught us better. It's her fault I got a bad grade, not my fault. But then you realize that you didn't really study. So instead of blaming the teacher, you're going to do what works and you're going to study more for next time's test. And then when it says play by the rules, just remember you might have a curfew or a bedtime. So if you say, I'm going to study for 45 minutes every night leading up to a test that I find very important, but I have to be in bed by 9:30, or in this case, 8:45, because I need to follow the rules. That wraps up our daily lesson. But what would be a day without my famous acronyms? Today we have DOD. Donkey Otis does. Goal. Before you start eating dinner tonight or tomorrow, take 3 seconds to breathe and try your best to savor every bite, to be in the moment of having dinner. Thank you so much for watching. Until tomorrow. Bye-bye.